actually haven't gotten sick. This glue stick looks humongous from this angle, but it's not that big, I promise. Whoa, it's so dark. I was gonna vlog, but can't even say anything. Alright, so it is Monday afternoon. It's already 3:38, so it's been a while since school ended. Today was a really good day. I feel like I say that every single vlog, but honestly, I've never really had a bad day. Knock on wood that it stays that way. But I feel like we got a lot done, and it went by really fast. So it was definitely a good Monday. I'm just making a little example of a craft that we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. I got this from the Creative Classroom on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's her Thanksgiving book and it's a freebie, so it looks awesome. I'm just, again, making an example for tomorrow. We kind of got started on the writing portion of it, so I want to have this done for the craft portion of it. So last week we had our little beans in a bag little thing, just because we're kind of learning about what plants need to grow, and they were kind of sprouting a little bit, but then today they are super big. So let me show you. Not all of them are super big, but some of them are, and the kids were super excited. One of them is almost coming out of the bag. How cool is this? This one, it's pretty cool too. So my kids are super excited about them. They always want to look at them, and it's really cool. Let's see, what else did we do? So I also made this last night. It's just let's make 5. Just different ways of making 5, like adding to 5. And I thought it was gonna go well today, but it didn't. I feel like I didn't explain it as well as I could have. So I'm gonna give it another try, probably tomorrow. On Thursday, I have day 2 of my Dibbles training, so I will not be in the classroom, and it sucks. I don't like being out of the classroom, but I mean, what else can I do? I'm sure I'll learn a lot at the training anyway, so I'll be okay. My desk is an absolute mess as per usual. Today I did send out my thank you letters, or my thank you notes, to the parents that volunteered for our pumpkin patch and our fall festival. It's super long overdue, but I finally got it done. And I don't know if I showed you, but I just got some, let me see if I have them here. See, I don't even know where anything is. I don't know, but I just got some cute thank you cards from Michael's. They were on sale, buy one get one or something like that, and I just wrote inside something along the lines oh, thank you for going the extra mile, and I attached, or I taped some extra gum on there, so it's kind of like a pun. So I sent those home today, so hopefully they made it home and the kids didn't eat them, but I finally got that done. Right now, by the time you're watching this, I don't know, you probably already saw it, but Darren and I are sending each other a mystery box. So Darren also has a YouTube channel, and he is amazing. He has really great videos, and he posts a lot too, so that's awesome. So we're sending each other just a mystery box of random things in our classroom. So of course these are things that I bought for my classroom with my money, so and there are also things that I don't need in my classroom, so I'm just gonna sending them to him in hopes that he will have some use out of them. And I'm also sending him some of our favorite prize box items that my kids love. So I'm also gonna go head out right now so I can go put a few more things on, so I can grab a few more things to put in his mystery box. But I'm excited for it. It's so cool being able to collaborate more with YouTubers. When I first started, I did watch a lot of these YouTubers, and now kind of being able to talk to them a little bit more is really cool. Hey guys, so obviously I am not in my classroom. I'm actually home. It is already 5:15, and I didn't vlog at school because it was a really busy day. I feel like that's always an excuse, but I did have a meeting right after school, and that took about 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and then after that I was just talking to some of my team teachers, and we were just kind of going over what they usually do throughout their day, because I mean, as a new teacher, I think it's always really helpful to kind of see what other people do in their classrooms, and that way I can get more ideas or improve things in my classroom. So I definitely got some ideas, and what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to change up my journals time a little bit. So when we started journals in the beginning of the year, we did have prompts because, again, because it was the beginning of the year. We kind of tied it to our question of the day. We're not really doing question of the day too much right now, and if we do, it doesn't really have like a direct tie to our journals. It can, but it doesn't have to. So the way I've been doing journals now is I have my students just write whatever they want. I do not give them a prompt, so we do have little, I don't think I showed you them, but I bought and I put together some little like picture dictionaries. So I have like an ABC picture dictionary, and I also have like a themed picture dictionary. So that one, the themed one, just has like different words for like Halloween or Christmas or vacations or family members or stuff like that. So anything you can think of pretty much is there, except like action words. I put these together because I thought it would really help my students with the writing process, and right now I really just want them to write phonetically, since we do have a pretty good base of sounds that we've learned. Now that I talked to another teacher, I am going to start doing something a little bit different. I'm still going to let my students write whatever they want. I just love being able to incorporate choice into whatever my students are doing, which is why I do incorporate choice during centers as well. So if I can incorporate choice somewhere else, then I'm all for it. The only difference is going to be that I'm going to give them more thinking time about what they're going to write. So before we even get our journals, before we even get our pencils out, we're just going to sit at the carpet in silence for about a minute, and we're going to be thinking about what we can possibly write about. After that minute or so, I'm going to have my students find a buddy. It doesn't have to be their assigned buddy. Maybe it will be like the first buddy, and they will tell their buddy what they're going to write about and what their picture is going to be to match what they write. We'll do this 3 times, so by the time that they're actually writing, they will have already told 3 different people what they're writing, so it's already set in and it has synced in, so they will know what to write. Then I think in order to just be as productive as possible, I think I am gonna set a timer for about 10 minutes, maybe less, to start off with. And for that amount of time, oh shoot, I have to go. I'm late. That amount of time, all they're gonna be doing is writing. I will put some music in the background, but we will not be doing any talking, just so they are really, really focused in their writing. Additionally, to again add a little bit more choice, I will not make my students sit down at their desk to write. I will let them just sit anywhere in the classroom, whether that means on the floor or at my round table, or I don't know, at our library area. They can sit wherever they want as long as they are writing. So yeah. So now, since I've been home, I came home early because I have a package that I have to pick up for this week. So this week is the week before Thanksgiving. We are making some placemats for Thanksgiving feast, and I bought some menu-sized laminating pouches, because whatever we laminate at school we cannot send home. So anything that is laminated and I want to send home has to come from me. So I had to buy some laminating pouches, and even though I have a ton already, but I didn't have that size, so it kind of sucked that I had to buy them, but it's okay. So I came home early because of that, and not early, I still got here like at 4. But my leasing office was closed, and they're supposed to close at 6, but it was closed already, so I guess I'll pick them up tomorrow. We will be starting our placemats tomorrow, and I'm not really doing like a pilgrim placemat like I've seen on Pinterest and stuff like that. I'm doing a turkey placemat, when on the feathers they will be writing what they're thankful for. So I'll be doing that tomorrow for morning work. Something else that I do want to do, let me show you what I've been working on. So it's going to be a card. So I kind of just made a quick little template. It's going to be a card like this. They'll put a handprint right here or on top, and it has this little poem that I found on Pinterest. So we're just going to put a handprint right here to make it look like a turkey, and then fold it in half. And on the inside, I'm going to put a picture of my students that I took during the pumpkin patch, which are really, really cute. I wish I could show you, but again, I cannot, but they're really, really cute, and I think the parents are really going to appreciate it. I also made these labels for a drawer system that I bought. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on so that my parent volunteer area looks a little bit more organized, and yeah, so I'll have one section with a drawer just of things that I need cut, another section of just things that I need laminated, and then another one for supplies. Alright, so I'm gonna head out. I have to go meet someone at the gym, and then if I do anything school related, I will let you guys know. Alright, so I'm home now. Excuse my appearance. I just came back from the gym. On my drive here, I was just kind of thinking of some video ideas to, I don't know, maybe possibly do in the future. And I thought it would be really, really cool if I could convince my student teaching mentor teacher or cooperating teacher and have her do a video with me, maybe answering any questions that you may have regarding student teaching and expectations mentor teachers have. Like, I think it'd be a really, really cool idea, but I don't know if she'd be down for it. I know her and I still talk sometimes, and we're definitely on really great terms, but like I said, I don't know if she'd be okay with it, but we'll see. Well, my room is a hot mess, but what else is new? Hey guys, it is Wednesday afternoon and my room is a hot mess as always. I did move my desk around, so let me show you. So now it's this way. This way is the way that it was originally, so the teacher before me had it this way. And I don't know why I moved it. This totally makes more sense. The easel is going to be here now, and the ladybug is here, so if I ever have to use the ladybug, I can sit here while still like being close to my students, so I'm excited about this part. So I decided to move it today because today was the first Wednesday in a long time that we did not have a meeting after school. So since today is early release, and I don't get out, like my contract hours don't end until 2:45, I had an hour and a half to just do planning and stuff like that. So I got my sub plans done, I got my copies done, I did the desk thing, but now I just have to organize whatever was on my desk that was never really put away. So I guess I can show you what we did today. Today we are still working on our thankful book from the Creative Classroom, I think. And I don't think I've shown you what that looks like, but I'll show you that in a little bit. But we also started this. We're gonna have this for our placemats. I don't think I didn't vlog yesterday here, so I didn't show you. So I'm gonna put this on like the big construction paper, and I'm gonna laminate it. So I'm gonna put these on a big construction paper, and we're gonna laminate it, or I'm gonna laminate it, and these will be their placemats for our Thanksgiving feast. I know that other teachers are doing like a pilgrim placemat, but I just really wanted to make it colorful, and that is why I opted for this. It took a lot longer than I anticipated, so I think next time, or at least maybe next year, I will go ahead and do the cutting first, take a break, and then assemble it, take a break, and then do the writing after. I think that's gonna work a whole lot better than trying to just do it all in one sitting. I mean, some kids were able to do it, but other kids just took longer, and it was just a little bit chaotic. But it was okay today since it was a shorter day, and I do have an 8th grader come in every single Wednesday, so she was able to help me with kids. So she was able to help when kids had questions or needed help. And so now I'm just gonna finish up cleaning up my classroom a little bit because there's that and that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and head home. It's 4:10 right now, so I feel pretty good. Ready to go, and honestly I'm loving the way the desk is right there. I just feel like it makes more sense, even though, like I said, it was like that when I first got here. The only thing I don't like is that the wire is right there and it's not long enough to tape it to the floor, so I'm gonna have to be kind of careful to not trip over it. But yeah, I like it. I feel like the room feels a little bit more spacious, and what I love the most about this like new arrangement is where this is. So that way the students will be facing this way instead of like at an awkward angle. So I am excited, and now I'm excited about the ladybug being there too. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out and talk to you guys tomorrow maybe, I don't know. Okay, so it's almost 10 o'clock and I've been home for a while and I've just been editing a video. I ate, I cleaned my apartment a little bit, and I'm not tired, and I think it's because I know that tomorrow I won't be in the classroom, so I'm not like planning in my head. I've just kind of been relaxing since I've been home, which was really nice. I also took the day off from the gym just because I thought I was going to do something, but I ended up not doing it, and I figured I might as well just take the day off. But of course, it doesn't stop me from just thinking about things that I want to do in my classroom. I also have my PJs on. So on Sunday morning, I posted something on Instagram, and it was basically just the album cover of Taylor Swift's new album, and it was also a video of me singing the song Delicate, because it was just stuck in my head, and I decided to just pick up my ukulele, which I hadn't done in a while, and I sang to it, and I posted it. And some of you were saying that I should try to incorporate, can't talk. And some of you were saying that I should try it and incorporate that into the classroom. So I am seriously considering it, and I kind of want to do it for a morning meeting. So I know that some of my team teachers use Dr. Jane songs, and a few of them use the song Good Morning, or sorry, not Good Morning. They use the song Rise and Shine, which I've heard before and I like it. I'm gonna put you down. I have heard before and I like it. But instead of just playing it on the Promethean board, I thought it'd be kind of fun to maybe play it on the ukulele. I think my ukulele's not tuned right now. Wait. Close enough. So I don't know. So I've been kind of trying it out on the ukulele for a little bit, but I think I found another one that I like better on the ukulele. So instead of doing Rise and Shine, I want to do Twinkle Friends, and I think it sounds kind of cool to do. I don't know if it would work out in my classroom, but I definitely want to give it a try. I'm going to show you, don't laugh at me. I am not saying that I'm a good singer. In fact, I'm actually very, very self-conscious about it. But this is something this is something that I want to try to do for my kiddos. So I'm going to try it. So it would be something like this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a special friend you are. From your head down to your toes, we are special friends, you know. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a special friend you are. Now go find another friend, and we'll twinkle once again. Then you start all over, and then you say something after Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a special friend you are. Now go take a little hike, find another friend you like. And then you do it again, and after that, what a special friend you are, it's what a special friend you are. Now we'll sing one more time, won't you be a friend of mine? And then you do it again. So technically you greet like 3 students, I believe, which is great because I do want to, which I think will be better and it'll be more time efficient, which I also like to do every now and again, but I do want to maybe incorporate more songs into my classroom. Good morning, it is Thursday, November 16th, and it feels weird because I'm literally still in the parking lot of my apartment and it's 7 o'clock, and by now I'm usually at school, but I have day 2 of Dibbles training today and I don't have to be there until 7:45, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop at Starbucks, get a venti hot chai latte, that's like my absolute favorite, and then I'm gonna go and head there. Guys, it is Thursday and it is 5:15 in the afternoon. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't feel very well. I've had a couple of kids out sick this week, and I think I'm catching whatever they're catching. I actually haven't gotten sick. This glue stick looks humongous from this angle, but it's not that big, I promise. But I haven't gotten sick this year until now, I think. I think I am starting to catch something. I started feeling it a little bit yesterday. My throat was hurting a little bit. And then I felt fine at night, like I had like a ton of energy. And then this morning I felt okay, then and then I did not feel so well in the afternoon. Like my nose was getting stuffy, and right now my nose is stuffy, which is why it's red. I've been coughing here and there, so I don't know, I don't feel good, I'm tired. I was not in the classroom. I had an all-day training. It was a Dibbles training, so we had day 1 last week and day 2 was today. I definitely do feel like I learned a lot. I feel like after every training, I'm super excited to come back to my classroom and implement whatever I learned at that training, so that's how I felt afterwards. So I was really excited to come into my classroom, but then I ran into my instructional aide in the parking lot, and my instructional aide told me, like, hey, just a heads up, your classroom is a little bit of a mess. Today was kind of crazy for your kiddos, and just a heads up, like, it's not as bad as it was earlier in the day, but it's still kind of bad. So I was already like, oh no, like I'm already feeling a little bit sick. I don't want to go back into my classroom and like come to a mess, essentially. So I came in and it was definitely a mess. Some chairs were not stacked. There were journals everywhere. There were worksheets that were supposed to be done like first thing in the morning, still at their desks. There were crayons in a lot of places. There were so many crumbs on the floor from snack. There was a lot of sand, like from their shoes, I guess, all over the carpet. And yeah, I don't know, like I'm not gonna lie, I got really annoyed at that because, like I said, I was already not feeling very well. I'm still not feeling well. And then I came to my classroom to that. Started putting our placemats together. So this is my example. It's just a thankful turkey that I got off of TPT. And originally it's supposed to be like having really long legs, but I wanted it for this. And for my kiddos' turkeys or placemats, I did put feet. I did not put, but I did not do so for mine. So I just glued all of them onto this longer construction paper, and there I did have to make some alterations to most of them so I could make it fit with the feet and all. So I did that. And then after this, I went ahead and I started working on our thankful books. So this is my example again. I don't really have anything in here because I haven't gone around to finish my example. My kiddos' turkeys definitely look different than mine, which at first I was like, no, it's not supposed to look like that. At least in my head I was. But then I realized, you know what? That's who they are, and it gives more autonomy to their art projects or their crafts if they look different or they put their own spin to it. So that's what they look like. And then in the inside, this one doesn't have any, but it'll have pages such as this one. This one's a rollout page that says what they're thankful for. So I was gluing on the pages onto those, and I was cutting some pages too. And then I'm just putting aside the ones that are not finished. Something else that I did is I went to use the letter cutter, I don't know what it's called, and I cut out a bunch of S's because that was last week. Last week was a short week, and I had a sub on Thursday, so we didn't get around to our letter craft, so we're going to do that tomorrow for morning work. And then I also cut up a bunch of letter F's because we're learning about the letter F this week, and we have to do that craft as well. That way we're not super behind. I also submitted a few like turkey hat templates for copies. Typically, our school is really good about having your copies ready. If you're new to my channel, in my school we have a really cool thing where if I wanted this copied, I would just submit it I would just submit a copy request. So I would just submit a little paper just indicating how many copies I want or any special instructions. So my school is actually pretty good about having those ready, like either the same day if not the next morning. But I didn't see them in my box today, and I went to check the pile that has not been copied yet, and they weren't there either. So I'm hoping that maybe my aide got them and she has them in her office. I don't know, because I really wanted to do those tomorrow for morning work because I wanted to take a picture of my students with them on. But I don't know. Today's just been an off day, but I am super looking forward to coming back into the classroom tomorrow and seeing my kiddos, of course, if I'm not sick, or super sick. Being away from my classroom, even if it's just for one day, makes me really excited to come back the next day, just because I absolutely love it here and I love all my students. So I'm just excited to see them tomorrow and have everything be better. This is probably the latest I've ever stayed. It's dark outside. Happy Friday! So yes, it is Friday afternoon. It is almost 5 o'clock and I'm still here. I feel like I haven't done much, but I kind of have. So I did go ahead and, so if you see this right here, I made a banner that says thankful. So I printed it, I went ahead and laminated it, I printed it, I cut it, I assembled it, laminated it, and then cut again, and then assembled again. So it just says thankful, and I wasn't gonna laminate it, but I figured might as well, since I would be able to use it for next year. And then after that, I cut some turkeys that I printed and laminated yesterday. I'm still missing a few, but I'll show you, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can show you what they look like. So it's kind of like that turkey. I'm not showing you the bottom because it has someone's name on it, but so they're pretty much for decoration, and they have my students' names on it. So I just have to print out a few more. I'm gonna do that when I get home. Then I also edited a video that I'm gonna show for our Thanksgiving feast, and that kind of took me a while. I also went ahead and filmed a video, and it was just an unboxing video, which was really, really fun. So I actually have a huge mess because of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and I have to clean it up pretty soon. Let me show you what our placemats are looking like now. So this is what they're looking like. I think they're really, really cool. And it just says gobble, and then I'm gonna have like a smaller banner going across here or here that says gobble again, so it says gobble gobble. But I think it looks really cute, and I'm glad I ended up going with the white paper. I think it just makes the colors pop a little bit more. So I cut all of these letters out with my paper cutter, and then I had the kids glue them on. Some of the turkeys were a lot bigger than others because of the feather placements, so some kids were not able to put them across here, especially because they ended up writing on these two feathers. If they hadn't written anything on those two feathers, there would have been more wiggle room, but they did. So those, I think it was only 2 or 3 that did that, ended up putting their letters right on the side, which still looks pretty good. I do have one student that has not done theirs yet because they weren't here when we started them, and so I have to do that. I did buy the bigger laminating pouches for those. They're just this size right here. They're huge, and they're just a menu size. However, both laminating machines that I have are not big enough for that size of a laminating pouch, so I am gonna have to borrow someone else's laminating machine next week, so I'll have them all laminated by Monday because our Thanksgiving feast is on Tuesday. And honestly, I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like I'm in over my head with it. We're gonna make butter on Monday, and I don't know, I'm nervous. Like, I always kind of get a little bit nervous when parents are coming, especially when it's a lot of them, and because I don't know what to do. I don't know, are you like this? Today was a little bit chaotic just because we were trying to finish everything that we need for Tuesday, and we didn't. I think I mentioned yesterday that I had submitted copies for a template that we were going to use for our turkey hat, and they still weren't there today, and I didn't get a chance to go talk to anyone about it to see if they knew where it was. So maybe I'll do that Monday, but honestly at this point it's way too late to start it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to end up printing feathers on colored paper and then just cutting them myself, and then just allowing the kids to glue them on. That way it's faster and we can have them ready for Tuesday. Originally what I wanted them for was for the video. I wanted the kids to wear it in the video that we're gonna post on Class Dojo on Thanksgiving, but obviously that didn't happen. But that's okay, it's not the end of the world. We still have to finish our turkey books. I did not get a chance to do that today. It was super hectic, and I think it's because there was stuff yesterday. I briefly talked about it yesterday. I briefly talked about, you know, things that had to do with the sub, and my kids had a lot to say about yesterday's sub. So, a lot. I honestly don't even know what was done yesterday because they were telling me that they really didn't do much. They didn't have story time, they didn't do science, they did a little bit of math, but I don't know if they did phonics. So I think I'm gonna have to reteach that lesson on Monday. So we're gonna have a double lesson just in case, since or actually I don't think we have phonics next week since it is a 3-day week. So I might be able to teach that one on Monday because, yeah, I don't know. My kids also told me that they were on tablets for the entire time of center. So for the whole 45 minutes they were just on tablets, which is weird because we only had 2 available. So I think another teacher ended up lending my class their tablets, but I think they only have 5. So it still would not be enough for everybody. So I think they just buddied up and they did tablets for like almost an hour. They did not get to switch. They did not get to do anything else. I do feel a lot better than yesterday. I don't feel like as sick as I felt yesterday, but I still kind of feel like a little bit under the weather. I am just going to clean up and go home because I'm really hungry and I'm a little bit like, I don't know, like drained. So I'm gonna clean up and go home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I know it's probably like all over the place, but that's just the way it is. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'll talk to you guys later or next week. I don't know when. Bye.